Hello, everyone. Merry Christmas Eve. I hope you're all having a wonderful day so far. It's going to be a very low-key stream from me tonight. I'm not going to show myself on camera. I'm definitely pretty exhausted, but I did want to just try to refine my skills a little bit, right? Do what I can to play. Do what I can to spend the night. I've got my cat on me, and I would love to show her to you, but she won't be on camera even if I were to turn the camera on. I just didn't really want to get up and move her to put up the green screen, and like I didn't want to brush my hair and stuff, you know, like that sort of stuff. And yeah, I definitely would have turned on my camera had I slept properly. But that's okay. That's okay. Where's my game? Why is it not hooking in? There we are. Here's my game. Here's my game. Okay, so last time we played, it became kind of a big climbing session. Oh, don't you dare move now, Anna. What the fuck is your problem? Did you guys hear her growling at me? Like, she was just sitting on me, purring very loudly. And then, as I was talking to you guys, just stood up abruptly, hissed, not even in my direction, walks away. What a dick. And here I was, like, ugh. Actually, maybe I should. That's making me rethink some things. One second. Let me take a look at myself in the mirror. Maybe I don't look that bad. Yeah, you know what? Given that I'm wearing a hood, I really don't look that bad. I'll put myself on screen. Why not? After all, my face kind of is the content when I'm pondering, right? Okay. Yeah, why not? Let's get this set up. This is usually what I do. You know, before the stream starts, but I hadn't quite decided what I wanted yet, you know. Oh, but my yeah. All right, you ready? Wow, wait, that's not right. Wow, here I am. Incredible. I forgot I had two of them set up for like HOTS or something. But... So yeah, let's play a little bit. Last time it really looked like I was about to hit gold for the first time ever. But that didn't end up happening because I threw one winnable game. And then I encountered Seraphine Victor for the first time, right? And that wasn't... Or like a well-piloted Seraphine Victor for the first time. That wasn't fun. That wasn't enjoyable. Hi, Karibo. Good to see you. So what's going to happen now? Yeah, so at the end I learned randomness is impossible to control. Like, I really have to beat it down before it becomes online and starts generating all of its, like, unpredictable garbage, right? I'm going to continue playing Feel the Rush tonight because I'm exhausted and I don't really have the mental capacity to learn a new deck. Last night, what ended up happening is I was doing maintenance on my League of Legends OneNote, and I started working on some concepts, and then I got stuck on some concepts, and then I pulled my usual nonsense of staying up all night, where it's like, I can find the solution to this problem, and I'm like thinking about it, and then I get distracted, I run out of brain power. I need a little bit of brain power to compel myself to go to bed, and whoops. So that's what happened to me. You know, I failed to take my own advice and step back from a problem and sleep on it. So I'm sleepy, right? Exactly, yeah. I mean, especially when my project is learning how to predict the future. Or at least one of the projects I was working on last night. I know that sounds funny, but I was really, like, developing a system to help me, like, really process patch notes quickly. And, like, reliably predict how they should look. So yeah, I sabotaged my sleep schedule, and it means we are sticking with Feel the Rush for right now. But I also have this lined up. This is a net deck, right? But everyone know, like, as you all know, Kindred is just my favorite champion. I love playing Kindred. And so Darian told me about this deck that I think What Am I made, where it is like the most pure Kindred deck that has ever existed. And I thought, I looked at this, I thought, wow, this is really full of cards that I like to play. I mean, it's kind of weird that there's a Mask Mother in here, but I'm sure I'll figure out what exactly it's for once I start playing it, right? Because this isn't the kind of card that I would be looking at typically, but apparently it's built around Tarosh, which is kind of cool. Really, really reliable Kindred trigger. And that's exciting, so. But that's not what we're playing today. Not yet, not yet, not yet. And yeah, some changes are pretty obvious, but it's also stuff where it's like I dive too deep into the numbers, and then it's like, oh, well, you know what? Maybe it just will have like a big impact, and it's still important to dive into the numbers of stuff. But like at the end of the day, I kind of do waste my time sometimes in patch note rundowns, and I get in my own head. I'm like, I don't know how to predict this. I don't know how to do that. Like, what's the implication of losing like 20 damage? Oh, probably nothing. Oh, could be something. I don't like. So I'm just trying to learn some tendencies, and every time I look to learn those tendencies, it teaches me something greater about the game. But that is what it is. So yeah, hope you guys don't mind the fact that I'm like just blatantly not dressed today. It's Christmas Eve. I really don't care. Let's play some games, shall we? And I am going to try to use my brain the entire way through. How cold is it for you guys? With the wind chill, it hit like -30 for me, Celsius. Okay, this is that OTK thing that I tried to endure before. So what's going to be necessary? My frostbites are going to be big. I don't know if Buried and Ice is going to be big. Does Mark matter here? Probably not. How... Okay, Riven is not squishy, Victor's not squishy. I mean, they're really trying to go tall, right? I don't know if it's correct to keep the Buried and Ice, especially since I really, really am searching for, like, Harsh Winds, Three Sisters. I didn't find them, but I guess I have It That Stares, Buried and Ice. I guess I have Catalyst to kind of hold on, but, like, it is an OTK deck. 22. Well, I mean, as we're approaching -40, I can kind of just assume that there's not really a difference. This is a very bad opener for me, but apparently they're not doing anything either. Oh my goodness. Okay, I have a decision to make. They're probably going to try to develop Riven if they have her. Okay, no, they're accepting. That's fucking wild. And another Trundle in hand. Victor strikes. I'm gonna go ahead and deal with that instantaneously. Okay. Now, they might thermo my Trundle, and if they do thermo my Trundle, then they're going slower than they would like. Wild Mysticism is a really, really good card to pull here, I think. They will never block with Victor. Yeah, that's gross. No. Surely they can't tell you to just walk uphill both ways in the snow. In, like, I'm not even going for my walks right now. It's like, almost dangerous. Like, it's actually really threatening. They're fishing for Riven or something. I think they don't have any combo pieces. Victor pulled Quick Attack. That really shouldn't matter at the end of the day. Oh, nice of you to join me, Faces at the Old Ones. I don't have a win condition pulled out right now. I do have Buried and Ice for when Riven comes out. I can kind of just let them play their nonsense. What does Victor pull? Victor pulls Challenger. What does Wild Mysticism do for me on this turn? I mean, it gets me Ice Pillar next turn. I think this is actually... but they have all their mana. I'm just going to play it out. It might be a mistake. It might have been correct to do nothing, let them play. I play my Catalyst out. Either way, I was going to play one of those two cards this turn. I think what ends up happening is Victor pulls this, I block this, and like ultimately there's no real difference. Just getting dangerously close to killing Trundle, but that, of course, can't really matter.
No more mud for me.
They're trying to generate... they're trying to pull, like, a thing to kill Trundle with. Yeah, I played my hand too early, but, like, at the end of the day, I don't have an answer either way. I guess I was supposed to, like, wait for an Ice Quake. You know what? It was probably an Ice Quake turn. I've never really properly played this card. I haven't really been thinking about how to use it. Okay, so Victor can now kill Trundle, and they're going to choose to kill Trundle, which really ultimately doesn't matter that much to me. I am allowed to play my funny cards. Although, you know what? I'm not going to be able to play Buried in Ice next turn, and I think that's okay.
To serve the greater good.
Wonder if there's a way I could have cheated out one more for She Who Wanders. She Who Wanders is... I don't even know if it's going to do anything for me right now. Let me think. Do I need to go wide to survive this? I can't play Ice Quake now. I do have a Buried in Ice. I'm going to open with Ice Pillar just to buy myself some time to see if I would like to be casting Buried in Ice. I know Victor could pull Spell Shield at any moment here, and that's scary. Ultimately, all that's going to happen is they're going to play Hex Core, which is their equivalent to Ice Pillar. Really, you're not.
Sometimes you're the fish, sometimes you're the bait.
Well, they do now have equipment in play. Riven is still not showing. They're just going to try to beat me down with Victor. They don't have any challengers anymore. He, hoo, he. No, that stairs just does way too much this turn. I don't care that I'm losing my faces of the old ones. It was definitely a mistake to play it out like this. I guess it gives me a spell mana this turn. It's like a weird bank. Nah, it's an inefficient bank. It doesn't make any sense. I don't know what I was thinking when I was playing this. Okay, so I broke my value principle. It's not going to get value if I play it, so why would I play it? So what are they trying to do? I just pulled a survival skills, which does not matter because Victor was not going to die either way. So that's good. A survival skills is now gone. Their entire board is wiped. They're probably putting the equipment on Victor, which I don't really care about. If this pulls Spell Shield, I'm going to be a little bit upset.
Brilliant design. No materials, no improvements.
It pulled Elusive. Oh, wait a minute. What am I doing? Oh, wait a minute. What's going to happen is they're just going to block with the Victor, and then I'm just going to take damage for nothing. It's never going to go through. Yeah. That's kind of stupid of me, so I should never do that. This is funny. Come on, who needs to open attack, right? No one needs to open attack, right? Open attacking is so messy and just unnecessary, right? It's okay, I do have a Catalyst of Eons. I will never... Like, they don't have lethal right now. They're fucking dangerously close to it, though. Wait, 11... 12, 13, 14, 15... No, they don't have. They don't have. They're trying to pull lethal, but they don't have it. Freaking OTKs, like... Yeah, there's the open, which is fine. I shall Catalyst. And not die. Now, they could have a Mystic Shot, but I don't think this runs Mystic Shot. Okay, what pushes for my own win condition? Do I have to play around a Mystic Shot? Do I have to play around a Mystic Shot? Do I have to play around a Mystic Shot? At the end of the day, I just don't know if it's here, so I will. I'm not afraid of anything else that could come at me because I have access to this Buried in Ice, which I will just use next turn, right? Yeah, I think it's just safer to not expose myself to that. Is that regen? Jesus Christ, man. Well, I must play Buried in Ice this turn. Oh my god, wait a minute. Is this better? No, this is not better because Buried in Ice... Yeah, Buried in Ice is a much more positive swing for me. I shall play it. Do I have to open with it? Unfortunately, I do have to open with it. The likelihood of Spell Shield is going up and up and up and up. At least I get there. Wait, is the Fix-It not... The Fix-It's on you. Fix-It's on you. Yeah, okay. And this isn't lethal, of course, but... They could summon another Victor, and that would be really funny. They could summon a Riven right here, and that wouldn't really do very much. Okay, second Victor is definitely a funny thing to appear. Next turn, yes. Next turn, yeah. So that like, really, really threatening Victor is gone. This would be a lovely time to pull Atrocity. And, like, I do have to be concerned about this randomly being elusive. I can deal with it if it's lifesteal. It's Fury beautiful. I don't care at all. Oh, they're going dangerously wide, and my Quietus doesn't do anything. Oh my god, they're literally too wide for me to deal with it now. No they're not. I can kill my Ice Pillar. But it means Victor has to survive, which is really frustrating, because these are both fearsome. Like, come on, dude. Oh, never mind. Okay, hang on. How much do I have? 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13. Woo! Second survival skills, okay. Okay. We take this out. They can't attack this turn. What are you hitting him with now? Is it like... It is Challenger. Okay, I need to find a line that... Look, I have such ridiculous card advantage that I'm going to be, like, completely fine, right? I'm going to be completely fine. I have such an obscene card advantage that if I can neutralize this board... I win on actions. Unreal. Unreal, man. I am, yeah. I mean, it's so easy to win. I'm just... Does Trundle get value? Trundle gets... Yeah.
These are troll lands.
Thank you. Thank you, Darian. Well, I mean, it was really the top decks. It was really, really, really the top decks. I was trying to come up with a plan. Come on, be a quietest target. Wow, that was, yeah, that was Freljord. That was a Freljord moment. Oh yeah, I cashed out my chests, and my chests were almost entirely shards. It was really depressing. Right side of hand is... That's their first. Yeah, that's their first. Okay. If it's right side, that's my left. Yeah, because it's like... Whoa, 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 whoa. Yeah, okay. So I broke my value principle during that game with the faces of the old ones. But that's okay. Yeah, I was really scared that turn. Like, there was a genuine chance I could just lose that turn. No Rivens during the entire game. They'll still make noise. Okay, now we're playing against a Red Gwen. And again, Red Gwen would be very susceptible to Frostbites. Red Gwen would be very susceptible to... okay, so the pings are useful on, like, Boisterous. It's useful... I don't know how useful the ping is, but I think... Do I get to punish development? I guess eventually this could hit category. Okay, I don't know if keeping Buried and Ice is super, super valuable right now, but I mean, this card... Oh, okay, whatever. This card has been doing so much for me in so many games that I think I'm going to hold on to it. Okay, I have no better value play... Oh, wait a minute. I think I have a better value play because I don't need to play right into faces of the old ones. I have nothing to race to. This beats all of their board. I would like to start trading. I mean, there's no Boisterous now. We know that. So that's my value principle that I need to keep in mind. I want you gone, and also you don't have Hallowed, so obviously you're never going to be gone. But next turn, you're going to be gone. I'm actually super glad this guy on his own is not Hallowed. Okay, this hand is telling me to just play almost purely for ramp. Opulent Foyer. Really? You're actually gonna do that to me, huh? That's a weird way to play this, right? That's a weird way to play this. I guess they don't want to get... I guess they're not like... Okay, I could take 2, or is Vial ever getting more value here? Oh, it trades into Butler. I could, like, Vial into Butler. I think I would rather hold my Vial then. So, let's actually just do this. I forgot about Butler. Now, unfortunately, I don't get to accelerate into Trundle right now, but I do have access to a Harsh Winds. I'm going to swing at the board again. I don't know if I was supposed to wait for development or anything, but, like, whatever. What the Okay, that's good then. It's good for me. Ah, that's what you're doing. You're spending... What was that? That was Death Lotus? Death Lotus Flock on a Scav, which is definitely not a bad thing for me, right? I mean, it sucks because I don't have any way of protecting it, so it just happens. But now, again, I'm going to turbo ramp. I'm going to sit here. I'm going to vibe. I have 7 mana. I can take damage to the face now. That's pushing 7, which is definitely not ideal. I think I'm now obligated to spend my feast. I'm going to try to keep these guys up for like a really incredible top deck. I think I have a lot of good top decks that could come. That would blow at the game if these guys stay alive. So it's now time to use my vial. I'm going to keep the Spiderling alive. I mean, I could have Harsh Winded too, but like I'd rather hold that for Katarina. That's my best answer to her. I guess I should have boxed. I should have boxed. I really should have boxed. That's what the correct line would have been. I should have boxed. So I now have She Who Wanders. I don't see a super appealing play with this board state, and it would be actually good for me if they accepted this pass. Okay. Okay, so you're now sacrificing this. Let me see. Is there any... I think there's high box value this turn. I think now I box. Completely wipe their board. Maintain a hallowed blocker. Where are your good units? Where are your champions? Blocks me out of Buried and Ice in case they just top deck the Dancers, but they can't attack with the Dancers, though, is the thing. A Hydra Vine? What is your deck? What are you doing? It's literally just Neverglade Ephemerals. That's actually what this is. It's just Neverglade Ephemerals. Wow, no, I actually should play She Who Wanders now and see if I can hit any champions in hand, so... Which feels wrong, but... She Who Wins! How much did that just hit in their hand? It hit Cat, it hit Fyreth, their hand is almost empty, like... They're ruinating! What do you mean they're ruinating? Dude! Nice ruination, asshole! Like... Now, needless to say, this is going to get tremendous value this turn. I'm just a better player, what can I say? I just played better. Alright, what do you want to do? What's the plan? Or when you gain the attack token, that's kind of cool.
Nothing's tougher than a troll.
Wait, but they're not gaining the... Bro! Bro! You... I should have put Tryndamere in front of that one then. That's funny. Okay. Bit of a misplay, but I mean, I'm still slamming Tryndamere like directly into their Nexus now.
Death itself can't stop me!
So, good luck.
We will dance, arm in arm.
I have a really funny plan next turn. You guys ready for this? Oh no, guys, he's going to full heal their Nexus. Oh no! What shall I do? Uh-oh. I'm afraid now. You know what? I mean, I was going to just Harsh Winds, but I think Buried in Ice would actually be funnier. Okay, fine. I'm gonna use Harsh Winds. Alright, alright. Oh no, guys, look! The +10 is so dangerous. Oh, what did I write?
You got?
It doesn't say spreading. Thank you.
One more dance.
I'm just being annoying at this point. Like, croissant.
Follow my blade!
What is this, dude? Don't tell me. What is this? What? Dude, are you... That's not enough damage! That's... Also, it's Tryndamere! Also, it's Tryndamere, level 1! This fellow is spreading. We're so close. We're so close. Don't say that. Don't say that. We could lose, right? Sorry, guys. Deck tracker's not up. I just noticed. This is not the same guy. This is not the same guy. So it probably actually is Red Gwen this time. So... I mean, this... I don't hate this hand. I don't think we need the Tellstones. No, no. I will keep the Tellstones for Crumble. Now, do I need the Catalyst? Do I need the Faces? Do I need the Faces? Yeah, I'd rather have a greater opportunity to pull Frostbites and some pings and some, like... Yeah, that. Okay, well, Faces is back anyway. But that's okay. I'm just gonna try to kill the foyer.
Please, make yourself right at home.
Thought me smell something.
Uh-oh. You've got...
Follow.
What? I'll take it. If you don't have any plays, if you don't have the foyer. Here's the foyer. What's this? What was that? Oh, Quietus probably? Yeah. I mean, if they have it, they have it, and yeah, that's fine. Oh no, what am I gonna do? I mean, it sucks that I can't crumble it now, but... I feel like that's one of those interactions that just was always going to happen. So I'm not too bummed out about it.
Let the bloodshed begin.
This turn just got really funny, guys.
Only fools hesitate.
Okay, this actually does feel kind of bad because now it's, I'm still going to Harsh Winds. Yeah. And I hope this was correct over Vengeance. I figure...
There you are.
Yeah. I just don't want Cat leveling. I think preventing Cat from leveling is really good. Yep. Okay. So they're going to get value out of it.
Done.
It actually loses to Mark. It does lose to Mark. It does lose to Mark. Wait, does Katarina flip when Ephemeral and Recall? Is that what happens at procs before Ephemeral? What? Well, it loses to Tellstones is what I would actually expect, right? 2 mana? She recalls before. Wow. Okay, I didn't know that. That actually would have been a game-flipping interaction. Oh, it's my turn. Hold on. Flock? Is this Flock? No, it's not Flock. I'm kind of down to trade this.
We hunt for death. Gods.
Mainly because I have the mysticism and I can start ramping with it.
This is a chance for me
Right.
to leave my mark.
Oh, wait a minute. You have no protection at all. Yeah, I pivoted from my intended plan and just noticed, wait a minute, why would I not do that?
We shall sing, dance, and forget
You're going to be a 4-1. I can afford to take a 4-1, but I have no reason to. I mean, it would be okay if I did, and so I will fish for avalanche value.
My goodness.
Okay, well now, absolutely not fishing for avalanche value.
And so we begin.
Yeah. Yeah, avalanche is not going to be enough value, so. Now it's time to mysticism. And I will block whatever deals the most damage to me, because that is fucking 11 damage for fun. Gwen will not be in range to die to... wait, hang on.
Survival through savagery.
I think it's actually better to do this. Or no Santa hat. That would have been a good call, but I wasn't really planning for anything today. This is getting kind of awkward. It would be really bad for me if I were to pass here and they were to accept it. That would suck. So what I should do... I really don't want to play it that... I mean, everything feels so low value. Everything feels so low value if I do that. I'm gonna take a gamble. This is a gamble. This is definitely a gamble.
A single
Ah, is that what you're doing, huh? Okay, now this actually feels like it's a high value play because it completely stifles a Ruiner turn. Or a Reckoner turn. There we go. I greeted a bit and I was rewarded for it. And now we have a Knit That Stairs. And now it's actually feeling like a good situation to be in. Okay, well that one sucks. What do you summon? Do you summon Cat? No, you summon Gwen, right? Either way, I think this is still the correct play because I'm not going to be able to remove it right away. We stifled one of their big threats. Here comes another big threat. That's an obliterated Gwen. A cat is dead. A Gwen is dead. A Gwen is obliterated. Dancers creates... It's actually friggin' lethal. Dancers creates a Gwen. An ephemeral Gwen. Now that's 8. That's 8. It doesn't matter which one I target, so I must therefore do this. And wipe their board. Okay, now we've just got to fish for ways to stabilize. I do have this catalyst in hand, which will help me a lot in the long run. What's this? Feast? Okay. What are you planning? They're planning to... Okay, is there literally anything worth casting Quietus on at this point of the game? I think no. So I'm going to swing at that Nexus with this next turn, like immediately afterwards. I think all of the units are too fat to be Quietist. And there's not going to be any equipment. Which is a property I always forget about, but... So they're going to glimpse it. Okay. I'm a little concerned. This guy's like really, really outvaluing me on every play, and I don't have my win conditions in hand, and it's so hard to push anything through. This is just like a fat blocker at this point. That's a big draw. That's a really, really big draw. 3 Sisters is huge here. It must be slow, or they would have cast it already. It's harrowing. Ha ha ha! It's harrowing! Ha ha! He doesn't know! Okay, how do I deal with this now? Wait, that was on defensive turn? Oh, I'm an idiot. Holy shit, I didn't even notice. What the hell was that? Wait, that was... I was so... That was really dumb. Fallen Reckoner can no longer block... Or sorry, you can no longer block, but... That's fine. No, they must be... What are they fishing for? Did they overwrite something? Is it cat time? Like... I hope I didn't let them pull into a rally here. I mean, no, like, guys, it literally did not occur to me at all to check if the harrowing could be capitalized on. Like, it just made no sense to me if, like... Okay, so obviously I'm going to sit here and do nothing. Why would I ever attack into this? Why would I give them their ephemerals? Why are you sitting on that the whole time? Like...
It's just a nick.
Okay. This would really suck if they had Midnight Raid. But surely they do not. Like, were they just trying to develop Lethal into a, like, big Hallowed or something? Open attack, surely.
No going back.
Which is right? Which is right? No, I have to play something. I have to play this. This is the only thing that keeps me, like, remotely alive. Wait, 4 or less. Hang on, it hits that too. Duh. I'm thinking less than 4. Okay, so the funniest possible outcome would be if I hit everything. I mean, there's... the funniest possible outcome would be if I hit everything in hand. They can't play a unit, and I open attack with Mark of the Isles Lethal. That's funniest possible outcome. So wait, this resolves first, you draw, and then your shit gets obliterated. And I hit almost the entire hand. I hit Boisterous, Fallen Reckoner, Third Gwen, Phantom Butler, there's a foot. Wow. Ah, come on. Come on. Come on. If they hadn't trolled with hair, I know, but like we're low elo, right? Yarpin Zinger, thank you so much for the follow. Really appreciate it. Hope you enjoy your time with us. I'm just trying to figure out. I mean, I can't flash freeze or anything. I don't have a play. What the hell am I doing? I'm just gonna allow them to hit. Like, oh fuck, man. So no lethal for me. I must block this to stay alive because I mean I can't flash freeze. Mark doesn't change anything. God damn. So many hallowed deaths. But it was the only line I could have possibly taken, so I don't regret it. Okay, please top deck something that can strike the Nexus. That's just unnecessary. That's bad. That's really bad. That's really bad. That's really bad. Okay, hang on. What can I do? An ally starts a free attack. You will not be given the attack token from that. I'm trying to find the line that keeps me alive. It might be a no blocker thing because I might need... I'm just trying to figure out, what do I need? What do I need? What do I need? Avalanche to hit you. You're not going to regain the attack token ever, so you're not going to... I need... The line is Avalanche Vengeance. And then in the absolute worst case scenario that they play another unit that I didn't know they had, then I can actually follow it up with Kindly Tavern Keeper. Okay. Am I supposed to use the stack here? That's okay. It still fizzles this. They only have one attack of it. Oh, no, it's not okay.
Leave your bags at the door.
It's not okay. I lost. Oh, because my guy trades into you every single time. Okay. Well, finally, the means to end the game have come. No, it's not like yeah, because he's going to die too, and I can because I was assuming that he would take 2 for some reason, right? But that's not how that works. Okay. Now that I have an Atrocity and I have Tryndamere here, I should full swing. They have chosen to block. I don't have any real lethal because Mark of the Isles doesn't change anything. So we're just going to sit here. Bop. And it's an Atro next turn. Yeah, okay. Cause yeah, the only thing I could do is possibly Vengeance me, but I'm Tryndamere, so it will now be an Atro, and I will win. And that was very scary, and that was very close. And I feel like I misplayed a couple of turns, but it's okay. Unless this guy's a tech god. I mean, what could they possibly tech into there, though, is the thing.
Not even a challenge.
Okay. That feels like a really bad game to get into gold on, to be honest, because I played so much better in my last session, and I played so much better, frankly, in the 2 games before this. That game, I fucking buried an iced a harrowing played on defensive turn. So that doesn't feel like this is earned, if I'm being honest. But I guess everyone makes, like, dumbass misplays from time to time, so whatever. Gold players play better than Okay, boom, new peak. Let's go. Now what do I do? Right? So you're garbage at coaching me on the North. Wait, why? What happened exactly? Because we're... Oh, because gold's better than masters, not because you're only at... Yeah, duh. Duh, duh, duh. Of course, of course, of course. I don't think you could... It's... That was scary. I really thought the Midnight Raid went badly. Like, I just, for some reason, did not process that the Ruined Reckoner would die and wouldn't get to attack twice, right? You know, which is why I started using my own brain instead. Honestly, I respect people who actually play aggro. Probably because I play control and I can see how unplayable aggro is. If you say Ben. Okay, that's good. That's good. Okay, so apparently there needs to be another layer on my decision making, like, okay. So I'm just gonna make a note to myself. Take 2 seconds to see if the opponent's play... Okay, I know I'm tired. Real! That's the deck I'm about to move into. That's my next stream. Like, I'm gonna start playing that through the next... Yeah. I'm just... I mean, you can tell that there is one champion here who I just, maybe enjoy playing a little more than the others. So when I heard that there's a very pure Kindred deck going around, I knew I had to try it. I'm so tired, guys, that I wrote opponents. Like, look, I just wrote opponent in my notes. Like this. That's how tired I am. So, what I just wrote down is I'm supposed to take 2 seconds to make sure that the opponent's play makes any sense before actually reacting to it, right? Yeah, you were talking to him directly about this, right, Darian? Utter devastation. Kill all units except allied darkened and allied equipped units. So it's a ruination that only hits enemy board, basically. That's really cool. Yeah, okay. I'm gonna use the washroom, guys. I will be right back. I'll figure out what to do, because honestly, this was a little faster than I expected. Yeah, I played against Bandlebar once at the end of my last ranked session, and not Bandlebar. Was it Bandlebar? No, it was just... No, it was No, it was Rise Bar. It was Rise Bar, yeah. And, Alcoholic Rise. Yeah, exactly. Yeah, that wasn't fun. That was upsetting. So, I'm now thinking about what to do, right? Because here's the deal. I really should, now that I've hit a new level of play, now that I've moved up to gold, I really should take that time to swap decks, refine some new skills, right? Actually, one thing that I do want to write down too is if we go to FTR, actually, what am I doing? Decks, Field Rush, edit. So I feel like I'm generally pretty good at using these cards so far. For some reason, I've gotten really bad at using Tellstones and Three Sisters, like the cards that actually give me choices, because I'm really tunneling into their most common uses. Like, it took me so long to remember that I have access to Crumble. I would never forget I have access to Spirit Journey. I love this card. But wait a minute. Hang on. Okay. I refuse to play a non-prismatic Spirit Journey. Anyway, the card that I'm worst at playing in this deck by far is the Icequake. Because when do I actually have Icequake? It's really uncommon that I have access to it, and when I do have access to it, I completely miss my opportunities to use it. So what do these cards have in common? The Icequake, the Crumble, the Entomb, I mean, I've been using Entomb decently, but I guess Fury of the North and stuff. All of these cards are the cards that are created by my hand. They're not in my main deck, right? And I'm failing to use those because I'm not really thinking about them as options for some reason. So I think non-main deck options need special attention if you want to practice using them. Okay, so bad news, guys. Bad news. I have been using that interaction. Yeah, that one's been really good. Okay, so bad news, guys. There's two big things that I think I would like to develop. I think, okay, my ability to pass has improved tremendously. I'm still struggling a little bit with declaring attacks because I still miss, when I'm supposed to swing with everything, when I'm supposed to, but I'm not struggling with that nearly as much anymore. What I'm now struggling with most is just adapting to, first of all, I'm now struggling with my deck knowledge. I don't know what's going to be in my opponent's deck, and that's going to start biting me in the ass very, very, very soon. So we're going to have to study a little more specifically. And then wrapped up in that same, sort of problems is these, non-main deck options. It means I might have to get used to working with some I have to get used to working with some randomness, and I have to get used to working with the board more. So the Kindred Aatrox is probably going to be really good. But I should probably also play Bar at some point, and I hate that I know I would love playing it. So, yeah. But now I need to decide what to do with for the rest of my night. Because, I don't think it's worth... Is it... What am I saying? Massive value. Gee, you do lose tempo by dropping. That's actually true. An article came out about Bar reducing brains. I don't know. I think it actually would help me with the very specific skill set that I'm lacking. You know, it's not like meth, right? It's not like one of those decks that you shouldn't touch even once or it ruins your life. You know, it's more like I don't know enough about drugs to make a comparison. The Rumble OTK is a meth deck. Okay, guys, what should I do? I need some advice. Do we think... I Yeah, Merry Christmas Eve, Prisma. Christmas. So, I mean, it is Christmas Eve, right? Do I just, like, screw around, start experimenting? Oh! Okay, no, I have an idea. I think we should spend the rest of the night playing common decks and norms. Or maybe even not norms. Like, maybe I just start, like... Yeah, let's spend the rest of the night just, like... doing some deck experimentation. Yeah, I'm gonna net deck some meta stuff. And I'm going to just really investigate how it works. That's how I'm going to spend the rest of the night, I think. I could even do, like... friend challenges, to be honest. Like... Yeah. Okay, so I am just going to start. Let's start with my introductory game to Kindred Aatrox. Let's start with my introductory game to that. We're going to be doing some deck learning for the rest of the night. Yeah. Okay, so I need to figure out this deck's game plan. I haven't seen anything about it yet. This is a one of that we just use to kill things, right? Which I think is really funny. I'm not used to playing with equipment yet, so I don't know if I want it, necessarily. Okay, I don't know how to mulligan, so I'm going to keep it, and I'm going to see what happens, right? We're just going to start learning specific decks.
I hope that was
Actually,
not...
Wings in the Wave sounds pretty good.
The waters give you life, child.
Steven, we just finished spreading Freljord cheer. It was really cheerful. Okay, hang on. What does Terash actually do for me right now? I think Bloodletters would probably be better.
As it must be.
Carry your own gear.
What is killing me? I mean, it's just for stats, right? I'm trying to figure out if I'm greeting out Kindred Valley. I'm trying to figure out if I'm a fast deck or a slow deck. Like, I'm trying...
Heart and blade, both broken.
The first time... Oh! I didn't know he had that property. Hang on, that's... I didn't know about that property. That would have been really good if I'd stopped to read it. Now I know. Okay. No, that's actually really bad if I just lose my entire board like this. Hang on. Ooh, this was not played properly. I'm gonna have to take 3 damage, unfortunately. And just... This wasn't right. No, I didn't do it right. If you kill the Riven, isn't it worth? Well, I'm trying to... I think my deck has to value its board is the thing. Ultimately, I should have spent my Vial too. Yeah, okay. There's too many new decisions right now. I'm still working it out. Well, now we have Wings in the Wave, which is awesome. Let's just swing with the Butcher. Yeah, okay. That's probably expected outcome. Okay, that's an AI play right there. We're going to play Wings in the Wave this way. And yeah, there's literally nothing that can be done to save Riven here, so...
I failed.
Very different play pattern that I'm not used to. Huh? Huh? Oh, well. A little unlucky. Doesn't even kill. I think it's worth killing because then my Dark Enthrall goes, like, absolutely insane, and I just start winning the board with it, like... Kill an ally to equip another ally? Oh, and that's right, I'm supposed to force Aatrox to be drawn, and that's how this champion works. Okay, so how does this work properly? Reduce my cost for... Okay, so that's fine. Reduce my cost by 1 for each time that an equipped or darkened ally. Assimilate enemies equipped with darken. That creates Terrosh. Terrosh is quite good, right? Oh, Terrosh is quite good. Oh, okay. So, I mean, Terrosh is my... If Kindred isn't beating up the board the whole time, Terrosh is my win condition, right? And I can turn this into a...
Is no place for cowards. Mortality is madness.
Is there any point in attacking with my prey? I mean, I guess it strikes, right? It actually progresses World Ender. Oh, so there is a point. Huh. Yeah, okay. I mean, I'm very, very clearly not... Wait a minute. What if I just... No, I can be patient. I can be patient. Okay, the AI did not attack. If everything else fails, you have Terrosh. It's just Terrosh wins. That's the deck.
I bring oblivion.
Okay, how does this work exactly? You become big. Oh, come on. No, 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 no. What is going on? Wait, you don't have to... Oh my god, Scorched. What is this? My World Ender! Holy fuck! Okay, so World Ender does in fact have counterplay. What the fuck, man?
For too long have I butchered your status.
The AI just absolutely rolled me. What do you mean? Okay, it has to be Bloodletters. I cannot play Terrosh.
War is no place for cowards.
And the Dark Enthrall just gets so big. And now I have Aatrox Atrocity. Okay, so I think I see what's going on with this deck now. It's just win with Atro. Win. Oh, wait. I was taught that this is just an Atro deck, right? Breathe level 2. When I'm summoned or strike, heal your Nexus 2. Darken allies cost 5. Got you. Okay, I mean, they're out of cards in hand. Okay. So, in that one game, I learned this is definitely... I mean, this is definitely more of a mid-range sort of list, right? If I do draw Kindred in the early game, it's because I'm generating, like, Giga marks really, really fast. I'm trying to use my equipment to cheat out tall units. 3 mana. Okay. 1 mana's a lot. Okay, so yeah. Aatrox. It's one of those decks that, like, achieves a condition and then just dumps more powerful units than you. Right. Okay, so hang on. Let me now... I'm going to read it. I'm going to play it one more time. Wrath Butcher, Quietus, Darkened Bloodletters. Okay, so, like... So this is actually going to be really good for my skill of, like, not really paying attention to, like, alternate effects of things. Or my lack of skill. Okay, so Zolani is just a gigantic stat stick. Zolani is just a really large stat stick. That's what she's doing. The entire point of her is she's creating these guys who can keep playing the board and trading, and dying. Oh, this is, yeah, that. I'm lacking these skills. This is a really good deck for me to play. And it's a Kindred deck, so I'm really happy. Okay, because I have Cursed Keeper, who is a death target. I have Fading Icon, who creates a death target. I have Wings in the Wave, who wants to die. I have Butcher, who kills. Mask Mother, who... like, but kills. Oh my god, because I'm just killing things that have bloodletters on them. Yeah, because, I mean, because Mask Mother doesn't take negative keywords, right? Mask Mother does not take negative keywords. I do have Joral in this deck. I didn't know that for sure. Okay, and so the big thing about this is when I'm summoned or strike, heal my Nexus 2, create a World Ender. And then auto-equip. Oh, so even if you deny World Ender, Aatrox is going to make another one if he can strike. And it gets the equipment back. Oh. Okay, so that's why Mask Mother is now actually playable. Because I remember when I was building all my old school Shadow Isles decks before I started to climb, I never would include that. But now it has interactions with stuff. Oh, you've played because the play. Okay, the play cast occurred. Okay, so as soon as World Ender is done, so if you deny this, all that's going to happen is that you don't assimilate, which is still a big deal. But Aatrox is leveled. Darken Blade. Darken allies cost 5 less. That's the big property. So it turns... I mean, Aatrox's stats just go absolutely insane. Once you've played or summoned 3+ different other Darken. Is the Darken Thrall a Darken? No, Darken Thrall is a cultist. Played or summoned 3+... So it's not unique other Darkens. If you need to stabilize... Okay. So Joral becomes a free unit. So when I play... Okay, so when I play the Darken as a Darken, that equipment is gone forever, right? Maybe spend 10 to kill me as Tarosh. Tarosh is my bomb. This has only 1 atrocity. 2 vengeance, possession. Yeah, this is... Whew! Really different spell district. I mean, and my only spells are Quietus, Vile, 1 possession, Vengeance, Atrocity. Yeah, this is a very, very, very different distribution of units to spells than I'm used to. Okay, and I know how to use Glimpse. Fading Icon is pretty clear. Cursed Keeper is clear. Anything else I really just don't know how to play. I mean, this thing is so ridiculously statted. It combos with Bloodletters. So am I mulling for my equipment? If you have him in Champspell in hand, you can drop him, heal 8. Wow. Wow. That's actually... Okay, I should read his Champ spell then, because this is... Runeterra Champ spells are going to give me a lot of problems. Deathbringer Sweep. Aatrox and an enemy strike each other. And then again. And then again. With descending mana costs. But Aatrox has to survive. Which he probably will, because he heals... No, he heals Nexus 2. He heals Nexus 2. He has regen. Darkened Blade is +1/1. So Aatrox is actually 6/6 regen. Right? Yeah. 10/10 regen overwhelm. He does not heal himself, which is, like, intuitively from League what I would expect him to do, but he doesn't. He heals your Nexus. Okay. Okay, Deathbringer Sweep is a card I have to get used to. Oh, Rost is doing that in this game. Okay, we'll just... I'm filtered by regions. I'll look them up later. Okay, I'm going to play... Actually, hang on. Just out of curiosity. Knew it. Knew someone was online. Okay. I'm just practicing and learning right now, right? That's what tonight's all about. Thank you. Mwah. Why did I name this deck Kindred Gaming? Like, it just... Okay. So we really need to figure out how this deck wants to mull. We need to figure out the mull strategy of this deck. I would imagine this is a really... I want to mull away Aatrox because I'm going to draw him. I don't need 2 Bloodletters, but I absolutely want to play for Kindred for a while. Or I'm going to see what happens if I mull for Kindred. Like, is that allowed? Am I allowed to do that? Okay, what's the best course of action? I mean, again, I don't know what's going to be in this deck, and I'm going to have to overwhelm myself for a little bit today, and that's okay. It should be good enough to just play a Bloodletters then. And I'll do this turn because, yeah, much better than Halberd. That I want to hold until something's bigger, I think. Ah, that's such a funny interaction. I'm actually bewildered it works like that. I mean, everything I play is going to die. Oh, yeah. No, where's my... I don't have Rostpog. So, I mean, how would I mean, I just kind of don't value the life of my unit, right? Or, no, I would never attack like this, because what would happen is you get matched into there, then I can't kill you, and then that gets complex. I think I just hold like this. I think I hold like this, and I try to make a Kindred. No, hold on, somebody... I'm allowed to play equipment with spell mana, right?
Never one.
Without the other.
It does have spell card borders. Okay, kill an ally to equip another ally.
They will.
Which is... This is a gross interaction, by the way. What the hell is this? Let's make a Dark Enthrall. And then... Wow, what a weird play pattern this is. What an absolutely wild play pattern. This is really cool! I like this! So what I'm going to do is I'm just going to attack now, right? Yeah, now we play a Mask Mother on the Dark Enthrall.
Rise and shine, sleepy dupes.
And then this kills Doob. What the hell is going on with It's such a pure Kindred deck. I just get to play Kindred and mark things. I get to put Bloodletter. This is ridiculous. What's going on?
Everyone, dear wolf.
I've never, like, this is the most consistent, like, the most consistent Kindred generation that I've ever seen.
Fortunate fellow.
This is wild! I mean, I know I've got some stuff coming that might be concerning. But, like, Aatrox just comes out. And I heal. What is going on?! I'll have to refine my early turns, but I get this. This is cool.
And I thought there was something good to see.
Okay, apparently that's gotten enough value. Okay, so, I mean, I feel like something's coming that's going to kill Aatrox, but I think I also don't care because I just go so wide that he can't handle it. Oh, wait, no, because the landmarks are ticking, that's right. Well, Tarosh is here. Wait a minute. What if I just... I can't do that. Wait, yes I can, because... No, it has struck this game. Okay, I can't do that. I can't do that.
I will find someone.
This doesn't end the game. Aatrox is Overwhelm on... Yeah, Aatrox 2 is Overwhelm. Hang on. That is actually the right call.
Runeterra must die!
Because I'm used to... Oh, yeah, because I need to... The way I attack is a little bit different, right? You motherfucker. It kills the darkened... I mean, I'm auto-equip. It really doesn't matter.
Begins.
Ooh, wait. Should Fading Icon have been attacking here? And I forgot how to attack with Kindred, which is put Kindred at the end. I forgot that. It's put Kindred at the end. Kindred equipped with Halberd. Yeah, Halberd. I just have so many ways of dealing with that. Like, it's nuts.
Goggles, powder, matches, let her rip!
Let her rip.
This'll be a blast.
Okay, so now... I'm just trying to set up, like, murder, right? I can't see a reason why I wouldn't just try to challenge them on the board by playing Aatrox. Zolani costs... Wait, yeah, I can just play Zolani. I can't play Tarosh yet, but I'm just not really remembering yet that...
Yes, you do.
Kindred goes at the end. Well, actually, it's more correct for me to do this, I think. Wait, do I even need to value my... No, I need things available to kill. Is this correct at all? I have a Dark Enthrall, like... Surely it's fine. I'm not going to ever assimilate anything, so I'd rather keep Tarosh. I mean, there could be an Absolver or something, but, like...
Its heart beats fast now.
It knows.
Okay, this deck is kind of insane, I think.
For too long have I butchered your statues.
Fill your attackers with revived ephemeral copies of... Wait, that includes theirs! That includes their units! Okay, so it would be correct for me to just immediately swing. It would be correct for me to immediately swing. But for the sake of knowing what this is like, I think I would like to play Tarosh.
Tarosh, did the coward try her tricks on you? Yes, General, but old scars remember their lessons.
I know that's technically an incorrect play, but... It's fine. What is... Wait, you have a last breath? Creative bloodletters in hand. Oh my god, you just keep cycling? And you're the only one who does. Okay, so... Kindred always goes last. And then this creates what? This creates rock bears? No way! Oh, I need to bow. I need to bow.
Finally, I am free
Okay,
of
hang
this
on.
madness.
Hang on. We're now making this a different type of stream, right?
Huh.
What is the tempo on this thing? Like...
Huh.
This is
Great
this
question.
okay, so like I don't know if that's a high roll or anything yet, but like wow, I just get to play Kindred. Like
Yeah, dude. Like, it's funny because obviously, like, you couldn't hear my perspective during that match, but as soon as you dropped the halberd on Kindred, I just kind of waited a few seconds. I looked at the board and I said out loud, I said, "Huh." I can't kill that. That's a 6/5 Kindred on what? Turn 4? Turn 5? Yeah.
Okay, so like,
Even if I wanted Rite of the Arcane, but even if I got Rite of the Arcane, it wouldn't have killed Kindred. Come on.
like it's just Kindred with consistent protection.
Yeah,
I get to play Kindred! I've never been able to play Kindred as anything other than just a support champion for something else, right?
Yeah, no, you see what I mean, though.
And that's
like, it
not
just works.
a high roll. It's just, okay. So, okay. That's cool. That's cool as hell. Okay.
Yeah, that didn't seem excessively ridiculous. Like, I saw one of my hit a few games that looked pretty much exactly like that on the stream today.
Okay.
Because when you abuse the Dark Enthrall free stats, like, you know, already Bloodletters can just give you insane stats on the board. Mask Mother can give you insane stats on the board. Like, weapon stats in addition to that. Kindred just naturally gets pretty fucking bulky as soon as they level up or when you slap a halberd on them.
I didn't
It's
have
not
my
hard
Ross
to get
Pog.
a scary board.
It was so sad. I didn't have access to Ross Pog. I just wasn't ready.
Man, where's Pog Trucks now? We need the full suite of Darkened Pogs, actually.
Okay. Wow. This is absolutely.
Little rough.
Look at this. Look at this curve, by the way. Like,
Yeah, I was laughing at that before. I feel like every Shadow Isles control deck I see has something that looks pretty much like this. Although this one's a
But this
bit
isn't control.
Zero 3 mana cards is a bit fucked up.
wait, is this or this isn't control, right? Right? Like it's.
It depends who you ask. Some people say it is, some people say it isn't. I would say it depends on the game. Some games
Really?
feels like you control deck.
Okay,
some
so
games you
so
do
some
that.
some games I'm just trying to beat you down with like the tempo cheats that I can get. Others I'm waiting to use Kindred as the value engine, that sort of thing.
Yeah, and
Okay.
and like, well, because the way you close out the game is World Ender. So you just stack up your World Ender without trying to necessarily win by overpowering you with raw stats. Because like, it's also hard. While it's obviously very easy for you to attack into me with big stats, conversely, that means that if I'm trying to win through the board, it's very hard for me to attack into you. If I'm trying to attack into a Mask Mother who's like what 7/5, a 6/5 Kindred.
So that
like,
means
everything
that
just
that
gets
means
blocked and dies.
that means I can absolutely just kind of take my time because I'm the deck that just gets bigger, right?
Yeah, you can beat down, and you have an inevitability.
So it's like, hold
which
on,
is
do I
kind
still
of
have this
rare
set up?
for you.
I do still have this set up, the MTG thing. Perfect. So again, I'm gonna do the funny again. So usually I play like right here, right? This is my favorite area to play, or it's like kind of maybe a little bit here, right? I was playing FTR, which is definitely learning around here. Now I'm learning like here, this sort of area, I think. Like around-
That seems pretty reasonable. Yeah.
around the mid-range area. I mean, I can't use my cursor, so I have to just drag my screen around. You know, I should just make it like a tiny me to drag. Hold on. No, I should. I'm doing that right now. I'm doing that right
Wait,
now.
that's awesome. That's so funny.
Okay, there we go. It's the Quinn cursor. Wow! Look at him go! So now I'm playing right here. Whoa!
That rules. That's
Okay, so
brilliant.
that's where I am on the board, right? Lovely.
Yeah. Real quick, I'm actually gonna import everything from that article I sent you to my own client as well.
Yeah, because I guess we're now just like learning, right?
I'm going to name them Sauce 1 and Sauce.
You know what? Maybe I should do another one of these too. Like just start really refining my understanding of like what's in a list here before I start climbing again with the Kindred, right?
That makes sense. What else is like playable? Oh, that's funny actually. This article does have Aatrox Kindred as the 5th deck listed. A brainchild of one of Runeterra's most mad doctor-esque brewers. What am I? This is the new kid in the block this week. And yeah, the performance does seem to be pretty good. It's not like an absurd win, right? But it's very solid.
Okay, good. I mean, that's
Even-
exciting. It's just
Even against AQV is a big fucking deal. Like, not losing to Aatrox Quinn Vane, not losing to Aatrox's Girl Scouts is a big deal.
Aatrox's Girl Scouts.
Yeah, world-ending
Uh,
catastrophes and overpriced cookies. What more could you need from a top deck?
I can't believe Terash takes your units.
Yeah.
Like, and that's what I was concerned about. I was looking at him. I'm like, I've only been killing like Wings in the Wave and like Dark Enthralls and stuff. And then I realized, like, so I knew it was technically a misplay to play Tarash. I just wanted to see exactly what would happen.
Yeah, I mean that was a pretty awesome.
And it
That
just
was
made
pretty awesome
your
Tarash
guys.
with the rock bears. Yeah, pretty saucy.
Yeah, strongest followers you've slain.
Okay,
And so I mean, I thought, am I wrong in saying this is supposed to play more around Atrocity, or is that just like my alternate win condition? Like, kind of like how I've been
one of
using it.
mine very intentionally includes one atrocity in that deck, and then let me scroll up to what's in this article here. Okay, so actually the updated version that I'm seeing here on Mari's list does have 2 atrocity. I'm not sure how else it differs. Wow, this man has the Undying, sus.
Honestly, it's probably best to put Aegis on Kindred sometimes, like.
Oh yeah, Aegis on Kindred, terrifying.
So that's probably why Aegis is here. I mean, because like I just want to look at the other darkened cards and just understand why certain things aren't here. Because I could technically have any one of them. Ballista kind of does like very. Oh my god.
So there are 2 net decks for this that perform very similarly. You're using like the alternate one. So there's that one.
There's one that uses Harp, right?
No, I don't think so. Oh, that was the Thresh one.
Oh wait, what am I saying? Kindred already has Quick Attack. Yeah, you were talking to me about Thresh earlier. Kindred already has Quick Attack. What am I smoking?
So I've just DM'd you the code for the other one, which I'm trying to figure out what else is different, but it has Undying, whereas your version doesn't. It does not have Mask Mother. It has 2 Atrocity. It has no Possession. Otherwise, the spell...
Well, the Possession is definitely a weird thing. It's pretty clear why it exists in the deck as a one-of, just in case there's something you really can't remove and you have to self-slay it.
Also remember we're in a meta full of big-ass Darken, right? So you can also take, like, Tarash or Stratu or something. Like, you can just take a good Darken with that and then get its effect and then kill it.
That's true. Yeah, that's true. Okay, this is almost identical. It's just like a slightly different composition to it.
Yeah, no Mask Mother, you have Undying. Is the equipment ratio any different?
So it's... No, the equipment ratio is the same. They're all 3/3/3. Like... Which makes sense. It's pretty clear that having my equipment is very core to my early game, like, because like look at my units without equipment, like
they're so piss poor. Yeah.
They're not very good, but equipment. I never would have thought equipment solves like this whole slay package.
Yeah, I mean, I was surprised too, but Bloodletters. Okay, the problem is, what am I is like doing that thing where he says stuff that is objectively correct, but if you look at it without nuance, it contradicts each other, because he said it was an atrocity deck, and then I was watching his stream today, and he said it was a Bloodletters deck. And it's also, like, could be argued that it is a Kindred deck. So, I mean, it's some orthogonal nonsense that can play any of those patterns, because some games you are a Bloodletters deck. Like last game, you were kind of a Bloodletters deck and a Kindred deck.
So this is a lot more complex. So Feel the Rush was definitely the simplest deck I've ever played. Yes. And it was really good for me. It was really consistent because, like, there weren't a lot of decisions that had to be made every turn. It was easy to just kind of slowly coast my way to gold, just having good fundamentals. Now, going through gold, I think, is the arc where I really just have to, like, learn how to refine my decision-making a little bit and just take inventory of my options.
That sounds fair.
Yeah, hold on. I'm actually going to write that down. Goal during gold. We're going to have some goals, like actual tangible goals. Oh boy. Okay. Take inventory of more complex options. And also improve deck knowledge. Okay, so it's like, I mean, I can tech my version however I want it to. I'm not gonna. I have this net deck as the foundation. I can just start doing things to it that I would enjoy doing to it. So like, I mean, having one of Undying is pretty funny. That one had no Butcher. How necessary? I mean, Butcher feels like the kind of card I have in case I didn't draw any of my equipment.
Yeah, I think at least one butcher's. I think one version had one and the other one had two. If I'm not
I
mistaken.
do have 3. Okay, let me look at my 3s. I have a lot of 3s, right? 3 Darken, 3 Halberd, 3 Wings, 3 Cursed, 3 Fading, 3 Glimpse, 3 Mask. It's almost all 3s. It's almost
Yeah, so I think-
entirely 3s. So, okay, hold on, before you say anything, I don't want to kind of figure out why, right? Because because you and I now both subscribe to the school that 2 is the default.
Yes.
You taught me that, and then in my experience, building my own FTR from the ground up using that philosophy felt really, really, really good. Kindred is obviously a 3. Kindred is very core to how this is working. Aatrox is obviously a 3, and I can totally understand why Bloodletters and Halberd and Aegis are here, because I just want them going crazy all the time. And it seems that my board gets filled up by, like, tiny goobers often enough that having multiple bits of equipment is never, like, a bad thing explicitly, right?
I would agree.
So it looks like, I mean, my overall plan is I kind of need very similar openings in most games, and since I am very fundamentally, like, board-based, it looks like it's not super necessary for me to tech into, like, a lot of different spells. I don't know how I feel about the Mask Mother 3, though. I mean, is this just one of my... Well, Mask Mother's one of my bodies, Kindred's one of my bodies, Aatrox is one of my bodies, Dark Enthrall's one of my bodies. Like, those are the big ones. I guess... Cursed Keeper's cloning stuff, like, if he has bloodletters on him, that's just broken.
Yeah.
I guess it's just a playstyle thing, but I feel uncomfortable having, like, this many of every unit, and then it's like, well, what happens if I can't win the board? And I'm like, trying to pull this back into a control direction, right? Like, I'm, like, tempted to put my spells back in, like...
Right.
So I guess, yeah, and I would never want to play Ruination. Honestly, Utter Devastation probably does have a place as a one-of, like...
Yeah, did you see my second message? I think you went on break, like, right as I posted it, but I was explaining why he runs it.
He runs it for, like, a World Ender combo? Like...
Not for a combo, so he runs it as a mirror breaker. He runs it specifically because he runs into so many other Aatrox decks, not specifically this one, but just like Aatrox in general, because Utter Devastation is a fantastic anti-Aatrox card when you're playing an Aatrox deck, because usually all of your units are equipped or darkened, so you use this as a counter to World Ender, because like I told you, World Ender cannot come out more than once in a game.
Right.
So they play their World Ender, they get their Assimilate, you let the Assimilate go off, and then you say, okay, you probably spent like 8 mana on that, I'm going to go down 3 mana and kill everything. Yeah, I don't care.
So it's an answer to like so it's an answer to like the big turn, and honestly against Red Gwen it would also answer the harrowing turn. And
yes.
So it's like, I mean, it's more expensive than Buried in Ice, so it's harder for me to use properly, but it's also not as essential to have it early, because in this deck I have much better units. So I'm going to have to learn how to trade properly.
Oh, yes, that's going to be fun.
That's going to be hard. That's going to be really hard. There's going to be a lot more decisions per game. Ugh.
So I think I have my own thoughts to chime in as well about the 3 of thing, which is not something I've heard from the man directly, but more something that I'm intuiting from my own experience.
Okay.
And I've told you, I think, I've told you very briefly, I think, about this concept in the past, that sometimes those 3s are acceptable when your deck is very based around synergies. If I'm not mistaken,
It's the timelines thing, right?
Kind
of?
Sort of the timelines thing. Yeah, I think I use discard aggro as my base.
Oh! I'm remembering this now a little bit. Yeah. Okay, because it's like, yeah, because I need to make sure that I have a combo no matter what.
Right, you have all these powerful effects, and there aren't that many substitutes for them. There are not many substitutes that are as, have the raw power of Curse Keeper, Fading Icon, yada yada, of these equipments that are absolutely essential. You just don't have good substitutes that don't significantly reduce your power and your likelihood of getting those important combos. It's like if Discard wants to play like Legion Saboteur as a 1-drop, they can. But if they're cutting copies of Zonite Urchin for it and not having 3 Zonite Urchin, then they lose a lot of their discard synergy.
Right,
which is what makes the deck so good.
Of course. All right, have a good night, Alex. Thanks for being here.
Ciao.
Oh, okay, so yeah. So it's like, oh yeah, because discard aggro wants very similar openings every game, right?
Yeah.
Yeah. So
you know, like you have like one of two kinds of openings that you want to go for, but yes.
okay. So okay. So it's like I'm gonna write that down more explicitly. Heavy synergy decks tend towards 3 as default number of copies because they rely on more specific openings.
So, actually, as a great example of this, I want you to open up this Mastering Runeterra article, probably even on stream.
Abacity, how are you doing? Welcome. Probably on stream. I mean, okay. First of all,
hello,
this is not a premium article,
not a
right?
premium article,
Not a premium article. Okay.
This is their public like meta rundown. And scroll down to the your mileage may vary section towards the bottom. Look at Karma Victor. Look at that deck's composition, and then scroll down to Garen J4 immediately beneath it, and look at that deck's composition.
Hold on. Where have you linked this in DMs, right?
Oh, fuck, sorry. Yeah, I dropped it in chat like forever ago. I will get the link again.
Okay, so
there you go.
I mean, that's kind of weird though how we were talking about it as though it's like divergent, but now it's kind of not.
Yeah, just look at the composition of the Karma Victor bar deck, and then the Garen J4 immediately beneath it, and you'll immediately see what I have been talking about.
Okay. Actually, yeah, I was supposed to show this on stream too.
It would just help them understand what I mean.
Yeah. Where am I supposed to go? Okay, in the fringe. Karma
Yeah,
Victor.
your mileage may vary.
Seraphine, not your thing, but you'd like to hit the... Okay, that's disgusting. So this has... I mean, what's going on? 3 Victor, 3 Karma, 3 Bar, a lot of random new cards, because it's a Bar deck, and that just makes sense, right?
And even your units are all ones and twos, except for your champions, which are critical to the deck.
Because this is the kind of deck where you have to be flexible with what's coming, and you're just playing what you're given, and like ultimately your win. It's about outvaluing your opponent by just having a lot of new options.
Yeah.
Meanwhile, this one, Garen J4. Oh. Is this pure elites?
Yeah.
And so you always want, like, these very specific interactions running, like...
Yeah, because there's only, you need, if you're playing elites, you need 3 Bannermen, you need 3 Battlesmith, you need 3 Ramhound, ideally. And there's only so many decent, playable elites. Hell, there's only so many elites in the game, period. So, you just play elites, and you play 3 of all of the good elites. And then
okay, so I'm just...
You have this deck, by the way, has 14 unique cards, which is like the least you can have in a deck. Because everything is 3 except for 1.
Except for the 1 extra... Yeah, a Royal Decree. What is this? I've never seen it.
I've never seen it played outside of this deck.
Give an ally plus 2/2 and challenger this round, or summon an Honored Lord, which I assume is also an elite.
Yeah, it's like a 3/2 elite that gets barrier when he challenges something the first time again.
Okay, that makes sense.
Also, yeah, just side note, that thing underneath Garen J4, I have no idea what the hell that is, but I'm interested in trying it out. Gwen Elise Hecarim.
Gwen Hecarim featuring Twisted Fate.
Or sorry, yeah, I don't know. I said Elise. Gwen TF Hecarim rather.
What the hell's the point of this? They don't even explain what it does. Oh wait, they kind of do. Hallowed Mysteries.
It's Hallowed Mysteries that just abuses Quietus and heavy metal.
Huh. Oh my god, TF is literally only here for heavy metal. And because he's TF, like...
Yeah, you get a good TF effect, you get draw from Nagakaburos, and then
insane.
you get access to heavy metal. But
okay,
it's like a 35.
I should pull away from this discussion for just a moment too. Abacity, it is doing well. I stayed up too late last night and I screwed it up a little bit, but we're doing well as in general, right? So I'm feeling very good. So wait, okay, so hang on. I think I might be miswording this a little bit. It's just whenever I have a deck, okay, so it is just a deck that relies on combos and synergies and like... So even though the win condition of this Kindred Aatrox is a little bit divergent and I have a lot of options for what my win condition could be, they're all dependent on the same sequence of plays, right?
Right, and a lot of the time you want to flow from one to another, right? So you'll be playing towards one game plan like this. Oh, I'm throwing all these stats at you. Ooh, scary beatdown. And you still want to be able to do that every game, even if sometimes you are forced to transition into, okay, now Kindred's killing your board. Okay, now I'm world ending. You'd still like to build off that same base. Exactly.
Either way, I'm trying to flood my board with like shitty garbage units, and whether I'm actually turning them into threats or I'm using them as fodder for Kindred, or I'm like just stalling for a Terrosh turn, or like who knows, right? But
the best way to do it is with these same synergies, no matter what your game plan is. Which is why there's so many.
Gotcha. So it's not really divergent. It's just multiple really complementary win conditions.
Yeah, it's orthogonal. I think it's the infinitely memed Drizoth term. Just meaning that you have multiple avenues to win the game, but without having to make your deck completely incoherent to do so.
Right. Okay, what I think we should start doing. I understand that concept now, and I'm gonna keep it in my notes, and I'm gonna remember generally how that works, right? Because deck building's a hard skill, and I'll get better at that one, but it's obviously not the one I've been working on lately. Even though I think it's one of the more exciting skills to learn. Let's start learning how some of these work. I think it would be in my best interests to figure out... Well, I think I should try Aatrox Quinn Vayne and a Bar deck and a Red Gwen just to kind of get a sense of how they're working, right?
I think right now, yeah, that's the top of the meta, right? You can see it even by this play rate list here. You've got making up what percent of the meta? Let me see this actually. So if I go to my meta stats page here, I know this is master, so it's not entirely accurate.
Oh my god, what is this? Hang on, what is this? What do I have in?
Oh, Cold Cuts. Cold Cuts is a fun deck.
Is this still a thing? Like,
I mean, it's probably still playable with some text. Okay. I can imagine that this is real.
I just like Gwen. You know, I like Kindred. I like Gwen. I like Viego. I like Callista. I like Shadow Isles.
Yeah. So in
is this it? It's called Extremely Silly, like an old version of the list. Yeah, it is.
Extremely silly.
That's why it's called Extremely Silly.
Ah, god damn it.
Me and my love for this dumbass card.
So
okay, let's make this a real deck. I mean, low key, the one of Battering Ram is kind of appealing. So okay, so let's take a look at these three very meta decks and let's figure out what's going on. So Red Gwen.
Oh.
I can do this alone in the beginning.
Okay, yeah, for sure. I may or may not come back. I'll just F him for now.
Okay. So, I mean, Harrowing is very core to the win condition of this deck, right? Noxian Fervor. I guess that makes sense as a one-of. I'm not going to follow everything, like, completely exactly here. I'm just going to kind of get a feel for, like... Well, there's also Runeterra AR, right? Yeah, and I can learn from this one, too, because they're going to give me a lot of variants of this, too. The Elise seems to have really fallen out of favor. I guess Katarina is just good now, right? That's fine. Hate Spike. Oh, because I was playing, like... Yeah, this was a while ago. Oh, my... Okay. Are people running House Spider, even? Like... No, because Crimson Pigeon came out, and it's just better. That has rear guard. There's a pigeon. There's no pigeon here. There's a pigeon here and a rear guard. So, like, what's the point of this? I mean, this is just, like, pure beatdown, right? But then, like, where would it rest? Because, like, it's not really an aggro. It's kind of... Is it a tempo? Is it up here? Is it doing something here? Like... Well, I guess I'd better play it to find out, right? Okay, Boisterous. I mean, yeah, I'm going to include Pigeon. I'm going to include Pigeon. This is a common anyway, right? It's an epic! No! Man, I don't want to spend that. I'm just going to deal with it and not have Pigeon in my list. but okay. So this is considered this is 3. There's a lot of 3s in this deck. There are a lot of 3s in this. There are a lot of 3s. Is that just a beatdown thing? When you're playing beatdown, I wonder if you just like having 3s because you like consistent openings. Nightfall aggro would be doing the same thing too, right? I know that archetype's not really a thing anymore. But Reformed Prodigy? Okay. Redeemed Prodigy. And what, you're just annoying because you're making things big or something? House Spider is too non-specific, I guess. We don't really need blocker. Yeah, because we're not trying to... We're just trying to beat them down. We're just trying to kill. Yeah, it is just overwhelmed with threats that benefit from Hallowed. Why are you also epic? I'm low on shards right now because I just built that expensive ass Darken list. Oh, I might not actually be able to build everything and play it. Not today, at least. It's a little upsetting. I mean, not all of them are using the foyer, though. Oh, and I wonder if that... You know what? Is this one using the foyer? This one's also not using the foyer. That's actually probably telling, right? Maybe it's too slow. I wonder if this deck is trying to win on, like, 7. Is this a win on 7 kind of deck? On 7? Fasagod, how are you doing? Welcome back. Oh, yeah, that's probably true, too. I mean... Let's be clear. The one that I'm building off of, had battering ram in it. So that's what's happening here, right? I'm right now just trying to look at a bunch of meta decks, improve my deck knowledge about the stuff that I'm likely to go against. But okay, hang on. That's a 2. That's a 2. That's a 2. That's a 2. Interesting. Okay. The dancers are 2, right? Okay. So that means this concept that I just learned about, like, the Giga Synergy stuff is a little less relevant here. Burgeoning Sentinel. Probably not modern iteration where Pigeon exists, right? I mean, I can't afford Pigeon. I have a fucking precious pet in here. What did I build? What did I build? You know what? Oh, and this also has Strike Up the Band. Okay, you know what? We're going to delete this one. We're going to start from scratch. We are going to start from scratch. Okay, and then I'm going to get, of course, the core combo pieces, Harrowing. I mean, I would never want to draw more than one of those. Reckoner. I want you. I'm going to include the... Hang on, no. I need to just leave everything at 2 to use the deck building philosophy that I've been learning, and then we can kind of go from there, and I can understand why there's 3 of everything here, right? I can't afford Pigeon, unfortunately. Because, like, I'm not going to be playing this deck a lot. I'm just trying to learn it. Lore Master Dog. I'm on... Well, okay, right now I'm on Mastering Runeterra and Runeterra AR. Because I was just reading an article. So right now, this is what I'm using. I guess I kind of just spoiled myself, too, right? People are using Prodigy. People are using Sentry. Flock is kind of key. That sort of thing. Oh, web app right here. app.loremaster.com. Hey, there's the... What's... I wonder if this is what Darian uses to make his podcasts. Wow, look at all this stuff on the side here. They even show the confidence intervals. That's so lovely. Look at that. Okay, so, like... we go to the whole hallowed list, right? Boisterous Host. Phantom Butler. I'm just trying to progress this. This guy we know is really bad. Strike at the Band. I've understood now that it's just serving a different purpose. Paramour. I'm not trying to stall and survive or anything. Dancers are a core combo piece, and I would never want more than 2 of them. And people are using Redeemed Prodigy. It's a really, really pure beatdown. It's a really pure beatdown. Okay. And I mean, I assume we mainly have Flock oh my god, I can't type. We mainly have Flock because it's just, because we have combos with, like, Arachnoid. I'm just putting 2 ofs right now. Because then I can take my shitty tiny units and kill your big ones with them. This is just swinging interactions after the interaction. Yeah, we're gonna use Dancers to try to finish you off. We're gonna try to use, I mean, we can go tall too, right? Like, we have a lot of ways of going tall. Wide is best, but, like, I've experienced a tall. I mean, I've seen the one of Fervor. I would love to have Pigeon in here, but... Rear Guard. Okay, and we're just using Rear Guard because, of course, this is, like, the most aggressive opener we could get. So it's like, okay, so... I guess what I'm struggling with is just... No, I'm not struggling with the identity at all. It's a tempo deck. It's up here. It goes here. That makes sense. Which is way away from where I usually play, which is, like, down here and, like, a little up here, right? So I have to try to get into the mindset of this. And, like, do we care about specific... No, we don't care about, like, super specific openings. We just... Okay, so then I would do 3 here because I want to be able to develop my hallowed keyword as effectively as possible. Because you're my core push through. I'm kind of just Yeah, I'm kind of seeing how this is working now. I'm gonna have to give it a try, and unfortunately, I'm gonna have to give it a try without Pigeon. But as long as I keep saying the word Pigeon, I'm going to remember that the good variants run Pigeon. Right? So, yeah, it looks like Prodigy is a really... sorry, I'm not showing you guys. It looks like Prodigy is a really common 3 of. Flock kind of varies between 2 or 3 includes. There is a Quietus in some lists over here. But, like, and the most winning one, because... Oh, yeah, because we're just opting into the strong Shadow Isles cards. It's like the cards that whenever you're building a Shadow Isles deck, you always look at regardless of what it is. The Quietus, the Vial, the Glimpse. I'm sure a Vengeance would have been considered at one point, but it was deemed unnecessary because of just our board presence. Wow, the Foyer version loses a lot. That's ridiculous. Okay, back to here. 2 Sentry. So I would put 3 because okay. Yeah, it's just as much hallowed as possible. It's too important. And I'm not putting extra copies of you in because you're not my early hallowed generation. you are the payoff. And you're developing towards the payoff. And you could be the... Why would Ruined Reckoner be 2 rather than 3? Oh, I need to put my spells in.
That's a great series of questions you're asking. Sorry to butt in.
Hi,
Keep
Darian.
asking those questions.
Welcome back.
Those are good. I'm actually I am back to tell you that I will in fact be not back. I have a visitor, so I will be leaving. But I have been told to tell you fuck, I've butchered it. I've been told to tell you, and I quote, Merry Christmas and Happy Video Gaming.
Happy
And that goes out to all of you in chat too. Happy Video Gaming.
Perfect. I'll be in touch with you later because at some point I'm gonna need help with like a deck study too.
Yes, sir.
But not
I'll be happy
tonight.
to help
Have a
you
good night.
out. Have a good night. Ciao.
Darian. Okay, I mean, yeah, whatever I come up with is not going to be a perfectly optimized version, but let's try to answer my questions then, shall we? First of all, let's just insert the good spells. What was the other one? Glimpse. Oh, and Glimpse is going to actually just start generating my combo pieces, and like, yeah. I feel like I'm going to struggle to use this if my goal is beatdown. Like, I'm not going to really understand what I'm using it for right away, because I'm not very good at playing the board and trading properly. It's like, when do I want to trade? When do I want to use Glimpse? Like, I'll figure that out eventually. I'll include the Fervor, because I bet Fervor is just like an emergency kill. It seems like, looking at the lists... Is there a point to learning multiple decks? Well, I'm not actually, like, dedicating myself to learning everything in depth, but right now, I'm just building out the decks that are seen very, very, very commonly on ladder, because now that I'm trying to approach into Platinum, I think the skill that's going to hold me back the most is just not knowing what my opponent is doing. Right now, I'm fine. I've been carried through Iron, Bronze, Silver ranks through just having better fundamentals than my opponents. But if I was just a little more specific about knowing, like, what cards tend to be in my opponent's decks now that... Yeah, I just hit gold today, right? I'm trying to... Like, the ultimate goal was Platinum, but if the Platinum went too easily, then I'd push for Diamond. But... Yeah. Gold 4, baby! Yeah, but basically the decks are probably like, I've been told the deck's stabilized a little bit at this level of play, so I just need to know what's in it so I can learn to make more informed decisions. That's pretty much it. I'm not committing myself to becoming a good pilot of them. Glimpse, Quietus, Flock, Mark. Mark is such a weird one. Guys, why are people running Mark rather than Tellstones? Is it because we just don't care about the other Tellstones effects, so this is cheaper? Actually, yes. That's the answer. That's... Okay. No, that's a good answer. That makes sense. I'm going to include one then. And it looks like no one runs Vengeance here because we have so many... sorry, no one runs Atrocity because we have so many other win conditions. So, like... Yeah, my last question is just, why is this a 2 of? How big is the deck? 40 cards in this game. So generally not too hard to keep track of. Oh, it's because Midnight Raid combos with my other win conditions. It isn't a win condition of its own. Same with the Dancers. Dancers are here to just generate more Fallen Reckoners or set up my Harrowing properly, right? They're not necessarily the thing. They could win, but I don't need a million of them because they're not so fundamental. I want them once. I want them once to combo with something else setting up the victory, not like... It's not my actual win condition. I get it. Okay. That makes sense. And then by having only 2 of them, they're not part of my core. Yeah! I'm starting to get how deck building works a little more. And I'm just going to look for inspiration for, like, the last card I should include. You can have a maximum of 3 in every deck. Ravenous Flock, Vile Feast, Glimpse Beyond. Well, you know what? Maybe with my list, maybe we do try running a 3 of Flock. And we just see how it works. And let's just take this to... I mean, right now, because it's my first time piloting the deck, let's just take it to AI and really get a feel of, like, how it functions, right? Where did I put it? Red Gwen test. There it is. Well, you'd be surprised. Okay, so the way I see this playing out, I think I just want to start mulliganing for... I mean, I'm going to be generating these every time anyway. I don't know if it's correct to do this, but I'm going to mulligan for a full Hallowed package. I got a pretty decent one. And I'm just going to start trying to beat down the board, right? I think that's how this works.
Don't worry. I've read all about this, putting study into practice.
And then it's just whatever is most likely to actually hit, I think. Okay, that's definitely kind of funny. What I want to trade. Why do I have Rost instead of actual Gwen here? Okay, whatever. I know I'm trying to learn how to pilot, like, how the deck works, so I shouldn't be, like, spending too long on every decision point, but this is actually important. I don't know if decks like this are supposed to trade in this situation. Well, she would attack, deal, like, 2. It would progress my win condition, so I'm gonna try it.
Now I've lost my place.
Like, it would progress my Hallowed, right? That's what I mulliganed for. Just the Hallowed keyword.
It's Draven time.
Definitely feels bad to... I mean, it's not like... Okay, I'm gonna accept the damage from Draven, then. Because if I do, then it keeps my tempo up, right? So it's reasonably fast and boring. I feel like I'm probably kind of playing Solitaire. Like, I don't know if that's true.
Let the bloodshed begin.
I think Katarina makes it most likely that Draven dies this turn. Oh.
They'll never
And, like, just having Katarina in my deck. I mean, I don't have to, like, learn what Katarina does. Thank goodness she's been in the game forever. So I actually do know.
Where's my money, bookie?
Draven, good to... let's talk after.
I don't need to exploit the stack here.
I'm on it.
Maybe I should have. Just generate some blockers, keep my tempo up, kill your win condition, right?
Draven out?
I mean, immediate vial value, right? Vial value increases when I have other pings, I guess. That makes sense. I have 2 Hallowed. What's the best answer to this? Is it just rallying on them? It can't be, right? Like, that doesn't... I wonder if it's taking damage and just setting up...
Let's boogie.
I bet it actually is just taking damage and setting up a...
Time for the moneymakers.
Okay, well now I have another opportunity. Really? That's how it works? Okay. You can play a spell, get the blocks declared, and then... I didn't know that.
Bookie's choice.
Okay. I'm going to try to... Full swing. No, not full swing. Swing with my bands. right? Go really wide.
What you doing?
Apparently kill everything. That's tilting. Doesn't matter, though. Draven lives. And just with 0 mana here and, like, that sort of thing happening. Oh, you can't be for real, can you? Well, I'm still favored. It's fine.
Got an axe with your name on
Lovely, and now Draven's dead. Yeah. So it's like trade down the entire board. This is violent.
It's just a name.
This is a violent deck. It looks like the game has ended. So if I were to do this, what would happen? I would create... I can't really tell what that is. It looks like it's a rear guard. If I were to do this...
They're afraid. They should be.
It's still a rear guard. No ultimate change. So I guess I would keep... If I were actually trying to play a real game, then it would be proper to do this one, because then I could rally Katarina and maintain the Hallowed buff on the Dancers, rather than losing it to the recall. That makes sense. And then, yeah, okay. Lucine, welcome to the stream. It is annoying. That's why I'm trying to figure out how it works. So far, like, the decks that I play have been pretty good at neutralizing it, but I think the deck that I'm going to play next probably isn't as favored. So I really need to work that out. But, you know, at the very least, just playing that one... Like, we're just running through AI right now, so... Okay, that was not hard to understand. And now that I've looked at a bunch of lists about, like... Now that I've looked at Red Gwen lists, it's pretty clear that they're all really trying to do the same things. Like, it's always going to be the same combo pieces. It's always going to be using the same, like, hallowed package. The only thing that they will have that I don't is Pigeon. And it definitely looks like an archetype that's just, like, really, really concrete in terms of what its units are. It's just the spells that are going to be shifting around a little bit. Like, some people are running marks, some people aren't. Some people are running, like, feasts and more fervors. Some people are running more flocks than others. Like, so... I guess... Oh, and I guess there are other people trying to run Foyer, but apparently... Yeah, I guess it must just be too much of a tempo loss, because this does come off to me as a very, very pure tempo deck. So... Where you just kind of have to... It's really just going to be relentless. It is just going to try to beat you down 24/7. Why do I feel like that's all of the, like, top meta decks right now? Oh, Bar isn't. Bar isn't, like, pure beatdown. That's right. Okay, let's see if I can afford to learn how another archetype works. So... I'm gonna write that. I'm gonna write that down. Sorry, you guys. I just kind of like broke this. Okay. Red Gwen units are very predictable. We write that one down. Yeah, and that makes perfect sense. So it's like, which is why when I was playing Feel the Rush so much, then my avalanche turns just kind of stifle them. And then no matter what they throw at me, even if it could be threatening, yeah, it's just... Oh, but yeah, but I'm only really consistently beating it because I have so many answers playing, like, Shadow Isles Freljord. It's just perma Frostbite. It's perma Avalanche. It's, like, so much board control. Having bigger units on the FTR turn. Like... Okay, I'm getting it. I'm getting it. I'm not like fully taking in all the implications of how to play around it on everything, but at least I know what units are going to be there. I'll just have to memorize it soon. Yeah, so I always should mull for Feast if I'm playing FDR. Champion Capsule. Nice. Of course it's Kale. But we got a Pigeon, so I'll go throw that in. I just promoted to Gold 4 today before we started moving into this rank, like this deck study, because I know my lack of enemy deck knowledge is going to start biting me in the ass very, very soon. So I started, this is literally just like my 9th session playing ranked. And then I got hit by the rank reset too. So I have not been climbing very long. But yeah, gold 4 as of today. And frankly, I could probably just pilot Feel the Rush like a lot higher, but I want to diversify and like actually learn the skills that this deck wouldn't teach me. It's okay. I have a master's coach that's helping me through. Yeah, okay, let's pick another archetype. Am I able to build a bar deck? Because I really just need to feel out like how that deck loses. I don't know if I'm able to build it. I'm really low on shards after building the Kindred Aatrox. I don't own either of these champions. Okay, I can't build this. I can't test it out today. Do I own Quinn at least? Do I own Vayne? I don't own Vayne. I own 1 Quinn. Man, I can't try that one either. I just don't have the resources for that. Okay, well, I mean, I guess we can still try to study it on paper, like... Wait, Quinn is the one of? I thought for sure Aatrox was the one of, just given that you always draw him. Really? Oh, this deck would be expensive too, like just the... I have Aegis, I have Bloodletters, but I do not have Harp, I do not have Spear. Yeah. No, this one, like, 28,000 shards. I really just can't afford the champions, though, is the thing. Like, I think I could, like, barely squeeze out 3 Seraphine, but then I'm... Right? No, I barely can't. I need 6,000 for that. Is Bar epic? Okay. Yeah, it is. Oh my god, the meta decks are so expensive right now. Like... I guess it kind of is what it is, right? It's just gonna be... Well... In that case, I do have to go to bed kind of early tonight, but you know what? Why don't we just, like... Why don't we shift focus again? If it turns out I can't just spend this time sitting down and, like, learning how some of these meta decks work exactly, at the very least I can start refining some skills on, like, the new list that I'm going to be using, which is, of course, the Kindred Aatrox. Yeah, here it is. And we'll favorite it so I can keep an eye on it. Okay. Doesn't matter if I lose LP. We shift focus. We start figuring out how this works. Whole thing was a good study on how to mulligan for a deck like this either way, because the Red Gwen had a similar sort of opening. So yeah, let's just see how this goes, and let's see what I don't know. So. And just for everyone who has just recently come in, 99% of my experience is on control decks, so this is going to be very different, and I'm not going to be attacking properly. I'm going to miss some bad attacks, some bad block. I'm going to take some bad trades, I already know it. Okay, so we've got the Atrocity. This is pure ephemerals, and I don't actually know what is in their standard opening, but I do know that everything that I want to be removing is, like... I don't think Feast is going to be, like, super high value in this matchup. So I guess I'm gonna keep Kindred to try to hit the backline removal engines. I don't... So at least there's, like, thought behind my decision here. And if it's wrong, we review. That's not a great opener. Yeah, that's actually a pretty poor opener.
Beware, the Reaper of the Sands.
Right now, I'm just kind of operating on the assumption that, okay, so they pulled the... Yeah, combat rail. I'm just kind of operating on the assumption that, like, any equipment is good equipment to have in my opener. And we'll kind of see... Oh, jeez, this sucks. Okay, so, but I was told that this... I can handle a slower game plan, too. This is something where it's like... I mean, I don't want to play this without its value. Yeah, I'm lacking my combos. It might be necessary to just play it out, though, is the thing. Like, so I can start progressing... World End? No, yeah, I would be progressing World Ender. Okay, well, there's a lot of units that I could top deck that would help me out here. I could get Wings in the Wave. I could get, like... Cursed Keeper. Okay, so I again, don't know if it's the correct decision, but I'm going to take a gamble here because, like, they at least have to spend some turns sometimes setting up for this open... Like, this open attack doesn't really do anything to me. I'm okay with it. There's a Fading Icon. Okay, we can now start playing the game. Yeah, I know that's the core engine running everything before Hecarim shows up, but... I mean, what answer do I have immediately, right?
Remember me, little one. Please.
They would never attack with the Soul Shepherd. It's just going to be the Shark Chariot. And I think... No, I'm totally fine to throw away my Fading Icon because the... Minor problem, yeah. I still have to just accept whatever's happening here, because, like, the best line is that one of my blockers survives. I play Kindred on 4, use Halberd to generate, like, to hopefully target Shepherd, or, like, whatever else is coming. Do I play the Aegis? Does the Aegis do anything meaningful for me? Not really. Okay. I'm only gonna have one blocker available, which is fine, I guess. And ultimately, in this situation, I don't think it matters which one it is. So I would prefer to throw the Prey. Oh, but this is such an awkward opener. Yeah. And we just play for that Kindred turn, and that's probably the best I've got. Yeah, because again, I'm generating card advantage. Okay, I'm going to pretend that I got lucky and that I don't have Spirit Journey in my hand. I know nobody's probably going to be reading that right now, but... Okay, kill you, equip you, right? No, I should not be doing that. No, I need to do it right now to guarantee that I hit Soul Shepherd. Because if I wait and something else comes out on the board, then I'm not guaranteed hitting that, and then, like...
Without a sound.
Okay. So here is Zed. Okay, we're gonna idiot check them. We're gonna idiot check them. They're not an idiot. I actually think I have to use my Vengeance on Zed, and that feels so bad, but, like...
They won't suffer long.
What else is my hand saying to do? Like...
Mine.
Hours. Be still.
If I block it this way, then Zed flips, but gets marked. No, I have to spend my vengeance on him. I have to preserve Nexus health at this point, and it sucks because that's my Hecaromancer. But if Hecarim comes on the board flipped either way, Discipline of Force. Ah, fuck, man. I'm not playing around Twin Disciplines at all. Okay, it's fine, it's fine. I mean, I have Second Kindred in hand. I don't have anything to, like, generate Kindred progress. I guess I can, like... Because now I need to make a decision on whether... I don't want to go tall, though. I want to go wide. I can't Kindred Aegis, because then I don't end up with enough blockers, and I have to play on the defensive this turn. Unless... If I pass, is that good for me? Yeah, they can't accept... Yeah, I'm going to make a more informed decision. Okay, because like nothing comes out fast enough to absolutely fuck me here. I did not remember that card. I'm not gonna lie. Do I want help? Frankly, if you give me help, it's gonna overwhelm my brain. That's kind of where I am right now. Like I have to blender these decisions right now. Because if I'm making shit decisions of my own accord, then I'm actually learning something. But if I'm making if I'm just kind of like panicking and going with the first thing that I read, then I'm in trouble. Right? Yeah, but I did get absolutely blown out this game. Because here comes the Chariot. Maybe not yet, though. Maybe not yet. I don't want to play you. You feel so bad to have right now. Am I allowed to... I am! Okay. That's a new thing to know. I did technically have access to Zolani, but Zolani would never have been correct. And then here comes the Chariot. Oh my god, no, it's guaranteed lethal. I will never win this. They're pushing 5 alone. I can block 3 like, I can block the Chariot, right? But 6 things are going to die, so if 2 of them ever strike, yeah, no, I can't win. It maths out of my favor, so. Damn! This is a lot harder than what I'm used to, because I don't have the skill set for this deck yet. Okay, we're going straight into review then. My own voice just playing over there. That's kind of funny. Yep, straight into review. And this game didn't last that long. Okay, here we are. Okay, I played against an ephemeral deck. So, now the first thing I had to check is something almost surely went wrong with my mulligan, right? I feel like I definitely bricked. I did not encounter any of the combo pieces that I'm apparently supposed to play around, right? Because my understanding... What we know. By the way, here's where help can come out. Now that I'm not trying to make decisions in the moment, we're actually reviewing. I'm 100% okay with like a lot of input at this stage. Okay. So the thing that I learned while we were building, right? I've learned how decks that rely on big synergies want to play out their opening. They have like very specific types of openings. I was given the comparison of discard aggro. I'm a deck that has a lot of 3-ofs. For that reason, because I want very consistent openings. So, I decided to keep Kindred with the intention of hitting some of their backline value engines. I actually would have died faster if not for that, so at least there's that. Atrocity goes away, Vial goes away, Halberd is kept. Vial. Now, it's kind of... I'm wondering if it's just too hindsighty to keep Vial for, like... Right. So it would not have been a mistake. It's not too... Oh, hold on. Where's my music? Give me menu music. We're in silence. So, okay. Against Ephemerals, I mean... they're very consistently going wide. Oh, wait a minute. I'm using the spiders as my emergency I didn't even think about, like, the equipment synergy. I know I can slay them, right? But I guess I wasn't thinking about that one actively either. I was looking at Vial. Solely from the perspective of how it worked in the FTR deck. Where I'm just using it as my pings, I'm using it as that kind of chump. But I wasn't even thinking about the chump blockers. No, I was literally tunnel visioned on the ping value. That's it. Oh, okay, so this is so much more important for salvaging my early game than I expected it to do. Yeah, because if I pull Bloodletters, that goes on the spider, if I have nothing else. And then, yeah, because I would have ended up in this situation where it's like, I can actually play out my hand with that spiderling. Okay. I got it. It's just about getting, like, anybody on the board. So I can kill... Gosh, why is my camera on? I'm looking at this freeze frame, like, my hair is disgusting in this. Like, why is my camera on? Blech. Okay. Gotcha. I think I think it's really... How am I going to say this? Earlier in the stream, we identified a problem where I'm really struggling to use the cards that don't begin... Like, they're not in my main deck, right? For some reason, I'm struggling to remember all of my options when I pull a Tellstone. I was definitely struggling with Darken here. I was struggling in the niche situations where Trundle's Icequake is actually worth using. Because like, it's not something I factor into my usual game plan. I'm struggling with, like, some instant adaptation like that. And a big problem is... I'm not giving myself the time to think about every property of a card. Why would I tunnel on just the Vial, like, Vial ping? And the nice thing about lore, my favorite part about lore is that every time there's a mistake made, it's because it's like... It's literally because I just didn't give myself the time to think. Or I didn't, like, appreciate certain properties of something. Like, it's really easy to follow the mistakes. I have literally no plays here. Okay, I guess the only other thing to ask... Would there be any value in playing out just, like, completely naked Mask Mother here? Because I wanted to keep it. One of my bad habits is, like, trying to greed for max value. And I've gotten way better at it. But... how would this play out if I played it and just tried to strike? I don't know if having access to... Joral is, The Aegis is... what? 1-1? 1-1 tough? Yeah, 1-1 tough. Which turns Mask Mother into something capable of blocking 2 Shark Chariots. Oh. Okay, I'm gonna have to spend so much time getting used to playing equipment. This is so alien to me. Okay. Speed it up to ×2. I choose to play with the fading icon, like, because in my mind, that's the best way to start. I don't know, like, my words are, I should have slept more last night. My words are not coming to me. I mean, that may be true, but I'm thinking too rigid, right? Mask Mother would have gotten me a lot more value by just being a card. Like, a card that is played for a body. Like, it's still a 2-mana 2/2 if I look at it from that perspective. Which interacts with my equipment, which saves me some grief that turn. Like, and I definitely think that this is... I definitely think that this turn is the correct line. We idiot check. I mean, is it though? No, I should have. Is 4 the correct line? So right now, I'm super tunneled on trying to kill that Soul Shepherd, and it is a really essential thing to get rid of. But because let's see, because their response is to pass, so they're trying to put pressure on me because, yeah. They're making me go first. I should full swing. If I full swing, I can push 7 damage, right? Oh wait, hold on. If I full swing, I can push 7 damage. They still might not play out their Zed. Then Tarash. If it's Zed, then Kindred Mark still hits Soul Shepherd because Zed has 3 power. Is there anything in this deck that has, like, noticeably less power than... Actually, I can find out. Because it's actually on the list. Well, hang on. I was using this from this article, right? Oh my god. Oh, some lists are using, this is a variant then, right? This is not the variant that was being played against me. But that's still objectively, like, more positive. Unless there's a way for them to, like... I mean, because the way I'm seeing this play out, I don't think there's... What am I doing? I'm like completely zoning out. Oof, I need to go to bed soon. Maybe like only one more game, guys. I'm just sitting here spacing out while trying to like actually learn something. Yeah, no, there's just nothing super satisfying here, but it's still correct to swing, I think. Because if they develop into something that tanks the mark for the... If they develop into something that tanks the mark for Soul Shepherd that's not Zed, then that still exerts less pressure on me than the Zed himself did. If Zed comes out, he dies. Like, that's still fine. I can always... I think I'm trying to get too specific. No, I'm not trying to get too specific. Specificity is actually important in this game. So let's take a step back. Actually. Let's just leave this turn as it is. I'm going to kind of make a note of it where it's like... I'm going to make a note of it, and I'm just going to kind of, like, start to look for a trend. Am I panicking too much, like, trying to find marks on specific targets? And I'll just kind of, like, let myself get more experience with the deck and find the answer to that question, right? So, like, you can see I debated between both lines, but it was just awkward. Now they know, and because I did it this way, now Zed can just come out and is not threatened, and that's probably the more immediate threat now. Yeah, alright. Either way. Kindred dies to the Shark Chariot. Because I am getting my skull caved in. I choose to use Kindred as a blocker, because I'm feeling desperate, and, like... I can't build my board out wide no matter what I do. Kindred has to be used as a blocker eventually. I did not slay to... No, nothing changes if I put Kindred in the middle against the Shadow. Because Kindred still dies before flipping. Okay, I feel like there's no point in, like, actually talking about this one, because, like, the actual important takeaway already happened. Like, the actual problem that got me in this situation in the first place was on Mulligan and on turn 1 and stuff like that. Oh, we did just learn that works that way. We did just learn that works that way from the Red Gwen AI game, didn't we? So you're saying I tried to greed for too much Nexus health and exposed myself to too much danger. I can see that. So, like, a principle we learned at the very beginning is always stagger spells to bait out answers. And I haven't thought about how that interacts with playing the board. I've only been playing, like, really, really spell-heavy decks. So I need to integrate that principle into how I block. I mean, and then, of course, I have to talk about the exception where, like, you're actually trying to play the stack sometimes, but... That's for later me. That's for not overwhelming my brain right now. We take things one step at a time. Okay, yeah, because, like, I get it. And then there's this turn where I just don't know how to go wide and defend myself properly, because, I mean, I'm obviously not friggin' pressuring them here, right? My Kindred just died. I've already misplayed so many times that, like, I don't have a real salvage play. Let me show you turn 6. Surely it's not... Oh, this is where you asked if I wanted help. That's funny. So you saw the line immediately, yeah. Okay, what would you say the line is? Oh my god, Aatrox heals me. Aatrox heals me! I forgot about that property. I'm trying to go what? Okay, maybe it's not Aatrox. It might not be Aatrox. But I didn't even consider it. So I need to, like, batter it into my brain as, like, an option that I need to think about, right? Because it's like, they're different cards. They're different cards. They're different cards. You said Kindred, then Forgotten Idol. What did I play out? Oh, I passed it. That's right. I passed it. Okay, my perspective. Halberd if they played units. Well, presumably attack, then Halberd, right? Like, trying to... Well, it depends on the unit, but we're not going to go in those, like, not theoretical lines entirely, but... Okay, so I passed to try to get information, but I didn't have to because I had a card in my hand that probably plays out this turn more effectively no matter what they play in response, right? Yeah. Yeah, because nothing's going to be big here. Like, literal worst case scenario is, like, Oh, that's not worst case scenario at all, because if Hecarim comes out as the answer to Kindred, that's all of their unit mana. They're not going wider than that. I mean, Hecarim's not even flipped at this point, right? So it wouldn't happen. But if it did, then I have a response to it with like that exact line, the Fading Terash. So it's really, really, really exposing that I don't know how to play fast. Which we knew. Like, we knew this, but it's gonna... We knew that I am a... Like, there's a reason I play Control, because I'm a very, very... Like, I'm more comfortable when I'm slow and reactive. Yeah. Okay, you know what? I can already tell. I think as frustrating as this might sound, I think we actually ended here. The reason I say that is because I can tell what's happening in my brain right now. I'm exhausted. I'm not going to be able to absorb much more information than this, but this is all really, 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 really important stuff that I have to sleep on. How do I like... Yeah, I can just go first if I... Playing the board is... No, I can't put how to play the board into words until I play the board more and like lose more and stuff like that. Yeah, okay. That's fine. So I'm really, really glad that I'm playing this. I'm really glad that I'm playing this because, as predicted, it's targeting the steals I'm weak at. It's going to make me a much better player in the long run, and I'm glad I'm not just one-tricking one style as high as I can go, because I'm just going to be a very inflexible player, you know. Beautiful, beautiful. Okay, thank you so much for being here, guys. I really appreciate it. I'm going to be releasing my schedule, probably not tomorrow, because it's Christmas, and I'm going to be spending all day with my family, and I don't want to, like, put any effort into anything. But I'll be releasing my schedule at some point. We'll try to have at least 2 lore ranked sessions put into the next week. Yeah, and so just, I guess, hit the bell and find out when those are happening, because I can't tell you. I don't know. So, everybody, don't forget to love yourselves, respect each other. I appreciate you all for being here so much. Have a wonderful rest of your night. Take care, everyone. Bye. And Merry Christmas if you celebrate. So.